Hi everyone, welcome back to Coding and Creating. Today we're doing our second lesson with GarageBand. Let's begin by clicking the plus in the corner. And yesterday we explored some of these live loop collections, just some of the basic ones that are available. Today I'm going to show you how to customize your loops, add some new ones, and improvise over the top of them. So one thing that you can do is if you have a loop collection that you were using yesterday, in our first lesson that you really like, okay, so if you have one that you think is super cool, if you want to change it around, there's a couple things that you can do. You can tap on an empty cell and you can say record, and you can record into that particular loop. So in this case, it has the ability to record a microphone and put your voice into it. I'm going to click right here to go back to the grid. Notice that it sort of toggles this icon. If you're in the record, it turns into like a grid and it just toggles between either a microphone icon or a piano icon, and it comes back. So one way is that you can tap on those to record. Another thing you can do is add other recordings or loops to this collection. So right here, this symbol in the corner, if you click on this, you have what are called Apple loops, and there's hundreds and hundreds of cool different recordings. So for example, here's a drum track. So that's a cool little, sounds like the Beatles to me or something. If you like that, you can take one of those and you can drag it down, you can put it into a spot. So let's say I wanted it right there. I can add that to my collection. So that's another way you can do it. So this little symbol right there. Okay. I'm going to click right here to go to my gallery, and I wanted to show you how to add more preset collections. So right here it says sound library. If we click on this, you'll see a number of cool packs in this, what's called the sound library. So here's one I downloaded earlier called Prismatica. If you read the description, it says, get the dance floor moving with this kaleidoscope of sounds inspired by new disco and French house. It's the new disco pack. Here's a preview. So if you like that, we're jamming, all right? So I like that, and I hit get. Right now mine says delete because I already added it, but here's like another one. So see how it says get? That's how you get to add those. Now, there's different things in these packs. So right here it says content. It says over 250 Apple loops. Those are the things that I was dragging over. It says that there's 3 drum kits and 2 live loop grids. So let's take a look at this since I already added it. If I go over to my second page, I have 2 grids here. Solaris Prismatica and Neon Dreams Prismatica. Those both came from that pack I downloaded. So if I go here to Neon Dreams, it's going to load up, and you can hear this is sort of the style. I can trigger the whole columns and stuff. That's kind of what they used in their preview, right? So these are some really cool, fun, different grooves that I've added to my library. Now, that's how you can sort of add new things, and this you can add different custom loops and make your own collection. The other thing I wanted to show you is how to take a live loop recording and improvise over the top of it. So let me just use the grid I'm in. And I'm going to start off maybe with, yep, I like that. So I think I'll start here at the beginning. I'm going to hit record. And I'm just picking a few things. I think I'll add this, add some drums. Okay, I kind of like that, and I'm just gonna, I think I'll stop. Okay, so I've recorded a sort of a backing track. I'm gonna click right here to see the recording, and I can play it. Okay, so now let's say I want to play over the top of this. Okay, I'm going to scroll. If you grab by the instruments over here, you can scroll. I'm going to hit a plus sign, and I'm going to add an instrument, okay? So let's say I just do a keyboard. So I'll click on the keyboard. Right now I'm on grand piano. okay? If I wanted to change that up, I could go here and say electric piano. Let me turn it up a bit. Okay, go back to grand piano. Okay, now to improvise, it's one thing that will make it sound really good is if I'm in the same key and a scale that works with the recording I've already made, so with all these parts up here. So if I go to the gear, it says that this particular song was in the key of E minor, okay? Now, what I can do is if I want to, I can go to this scale icon right here, and I can say minor. And what's going to happen, notice that it changed it. But it's sort of like when you were in younger grades and you were using the general music classroom instruments where they took the bars off of the ORF instruments. All of the notes that won't sound good with this song have been removed. So here, let's listen. So if I just hit play. Here I'm just sort of improvising and it sounds good. So you can try to make a cool improvisation. I want my sound on my piano to be a little bit louder. So I click on there and I can maybe jam it up here. Let me try it again. And you can hit record and you can record your improvisation. So that's how you can improvise over the top of your live loops performance. You just click this little key right here and you can pick a key or a scale that works. If you go up here to the gear, it might say a minor scale. If it said that it was a blues scale, you can try maybe a blues scale. Experiment with the different types and see which ones work with the backing track that you sort of made. Have fun making music, use live loops, make custom collections, and try hitting the plus sign, adding instruments, and using this scale button to improvise over the top. Have fun making music.